Hey there, gang. Welcome back to the Tavern. We're excited to be back at the table with you all this evening. But before we get into all that, we've got a short bit of announcements and channel updates for you. First, channel updates. Hey, we're just 25 subs away from 100. That's freaking huge. And we're so excited to hit those triple digits. And to commemorate that milestone, we'll be holding a special level 21 shot based on the infamous Australian Emu War. So make sure you hit that like button, subscribe button, share it with your friends, spread the word, and hey, thanks for watching week after week. We could not do this without you. And I mean that. Speaking of content, hey, content, it's awesome. We've got tons of it for you. As always, the HeckRazors will continue their journey. But keep your eyes peeled. We've got Spellbound launching soon. A more flippant campaign setting than Abhaile, featuring amazing locales like the Rule 30 Forest, and populated with wacky and wild threats from the deep, dark reaches of Pixel's imagination. And if you've come to love Abhaile, fear not. We're also looking out for you and cooking something up awesome. We're currently shooting a prequel miniseries right now, set in the distant past, so keep your eyes peeled for The Shadows of Eloria, coming very soon. And hey, speaking of HeckRazors, check out our new art for Jet, our crotchety old kobold rogue. If you dig this or any of our other art, check out Tommy Thornberry. You can find his info linked in the description below, as well as a link to our merch store. You begin in a gift shop, where you can check out HeckRazors shirts, hoodies, stickers, and more. We're constantly adding new pieces, so check it out today. Finally, let's talk about Patreon. We're doing it. We've kind of been quietly doing it for the last month or so, and it's time to talk about it out loud. If you'd like to support us directly, Patreon's not a bad way to do it. In exchange for your support, we've got behind-the-scenes bloopers and goofs from our pregame and our break time edits, as well as art, stat blocks, maps, and other assets to help you run your own games. And we're adding more to Patreon as we grow. So if you'd like to support us, check out our Patreon, linked in the description below. And if you're only able to support us by watching, we are 100% cool with that as well. Alright, that's all of the updates and news that we have for you this evening, I think. So, one last thing, real quick. Hey, go check out Impassable Creations. They're makers of beautiful, soft, floofy dice bags, awesome initiative trackers, stickers, and other cool things to keep your games comfy and cozy. They're a super awesome company, and they've helped us out a ton. And hey, if you see something that you like, why not use code ybit24 at checkout for 10% off your order? It'd be dope. But now, I believe it's time to dive in once more to the legends of Abhaile. So just a recap from last week. We are in the town of Takor Harbor, and the HeckRazors made some headway in getting a little bit of information. They were able to track down an Islander guard who works for Maya and extract some information from him. As well, Corvin made an alliance with a woman of the night who operates out of the Undertow Tavern, and got some good information from his ventures there as well. And Shalla was up to something. But we're gonna pick back up. We're gonna pick back up in just a little bit of a loosey-goosey way. It was, in the early morning hours when we left off back in town after we had just interrogated this gentleman. Just to kind of, let the calendar roll over. We're going to assume that you guys made your way safely back to the cottage and got your rest in. So, you guys are all cool to take a long rest. Cool. And it is early morning here in the cottage. What you guys up to?
Oh, before we go to sleep, I want to send that message just so they know what's up.
Oh, hell yeah.
On stream commission, working with Maya, harvesting underground, planning ship away soon. Your end heard. Maya actions malicious. May commandeer ship. Send writ of mandate overriding.
Okay.
Which I know we already talked about the writ of mandate, but I want to just let her know there might be more Civil War flare-up.
Perfect. And you'll get a response back pretty much almost immediately. She sounds a little tired. This is news, although not entirely surprising. We will check up on our end. Continue to do good work. Is the response you got back immediately kind of like indicating that, hey, we gotta look at stuff here on our end and see what we can find out. And,
okay.
But yeah, definitely appraised, which was a good call. Hell yeah. But yeah, for sure, it is whatever time of day you guys want it to be. Whenever you guys start off.
I once I wake up, and I'm immediately gonna start strapping on my things and going to say, I'm gonna head into town. Gotta make a few stops. He kind of holds up the stolen necklace.
Okay, we were gonna wait till nightfall tonight, right? Or had we come up with a plan for when to get into the tunnel?
I just have to say I love the graffiti on it.
I was about to say that it's looking phenomenal.
She wrote that in her piece.
Oh my god, that's impressive. What you do? You shape water?
Polymorph into a horse.
Or at least a dude.
Vargo,
I was in the house.
I did, as a matter of fact, have a plan, but I just need you to listen to the whole thing before you call me a monster. So, last night...
You monster.
Just, like, staring. Like, you done?
Maybe. Depends on what else you have to say.
Okay. So, last night, we basically just... made this man think there was a monster about, and while he's dead, we did leave a message on that wall. So, I think we should attack at night again. And now I need to stress this part. We're going to make it look like the child they have in custody, instead of escaping, was murdered.
You monster.
But not actually murdered.
Okay.
Oh,
if you catch my drift. And again, we, use that same name that I just kind of fucking came up with on the fly. It doesn't matter. The point is, it'll stress Maya out and get more attention off you guys.
How do you make it look like a child was killed? Teela says.
By replacing its body with a smaller child. Maybe a halfling, maybe.
Well, that's just the
dwarf.
thing.
Well, that still involves killing a child.
Yeah, that's kind of.
Listen, semantics here, okay? You gotta
well-
break a couple eggs to make an omelet.
Well, I mean, we're on an island with a bunch of animals. We have some sort of
I
stick
was-
we can mangle up.
I wasn't saying we leave a corpse.
Oh, okay, okay.
But what if I want to leave a corpse?
Well,
Thank
think
you
about
for
it like
explaining
this. The creature that we came up with last night apparently is about eating the wicked, or eating just in general, for whatever reason. So we make it look like that she was devoured. Leave the same message again, and we keep the girl for and make sure she stays safe. Again, it'll divert attention away from you guys, because if Maya thinks that some vengeful spirit has come from the ocean because of her dealings with these elves, it might throw her. It might throw her off her game and make it easier for us in the long run.
Maybe.
So we're just gonna like splash blood on the walls or something. Or...
Now we got to make it look more convincing than that. We need cloth. We need reasonably worn material. Something that
Just
was.
Wait, you're taking the necklace back, right?
Yeah.
Just get some of the kids' other clothes while you're there.
I think the kid is not the merchants, but I was gonna stop by
Wait,
the
oh,
place
right.
anyway. Yeah. But I'll need Shit, we should have got. I have a question, DM. This might be a weird thing to ask.
I like weird. Go for it.
Is human blood versus like other species, like, is it the same color, like same consistency? Like, I know it probably won't matter in the grand scheme of things.
I think
Like
that there are certain types of races that definitely have a different colored blood. Like, I'm pretty sure you and Scylla, I don't know. But I would say most of the things...
Dragon-colored blood.
Yeah, I have no idea. I would say you're asking weird questions indeed. I would say most of the people on this island have red blood.
Okay. We're gonna need blood and probably a change of clothes for the kid.
Corn syrup and latex, guys.
Or we could.
Just go trap a pig out in the woods.
Shalla, you can-
We could do that, or
Charlie, you can transform
for justice, let's go out there and find someone and kill them.
or we just take some of our blood and just kind of spray it around.
I need my blood. I just told you I bleed blue. It won't
Isn't
work.
there magic that can like follow people with their blood or something?
I could see that being a component in a certain type of.
It could be,
So-
but
But I wouldn't be
I don't
able
know if we
to
wanna
name
use
one
our
off the
own.
top of my head.
Yeah, isn't like, yeah, I think, I don't know if that's a type of magic that can be done, but like, that's a big risk.
They sound like something.
so we take.
Yeah, dark magic.
Oh, hey, do you
Yeah.
guys want to hear what I found out last night while you were murdering the man?
Sure.
He was gonna go after.
No, I'm just teasing you. I actually don't miss him.
Yeah.
yeah.
I would have filled the hurt in on what went down last night.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And yeah, she's like, okay, so she starts up the beach to the east, about 2 miles up the beach. There is a small inlet with a cave that goes into the rock face. It's interesting and it's not interesting. It's
You think it?
an unimpressive piece of land. It's pretty uninhabitable because there's a pretty good sized like hot spring overhead that's kind of constantly just a little too hot for like bathing in, so people just kind of stay away from it. But interestingly enough about this cave is it is the only place I have seen outside of this town where Maya has posted guards. 3 of them, to be
That's
precise.
It could
So-
be another inlet to the underground, whatchamacallits.
Yeah,
The tunnels underneath the town.
Yes.
because the guy that you interrogated last night had said that there was the entrance that he knew about was about 2 hours north, a good 2-hour walk north of town.
but this one's significantly closer.
Significantly, it seems like, but it is guarded.
Well, guards can easily be
I
distracted.
could always fly up to the next one. I'm sure that would take less time.
Honestly, if the guards are anything like that guy last night, they're not going to be much of an issue.
Well, yeah, I was just thinking of getting there faster. I can go out, I can hunt down a boar, and we can easily spill its blood and make it look like a murder scene.
No. If magic does exist that could track people by their blood, I mean...
Yeah, but we'll spill the boar's blood, not ours, so the worst she'd be doing is tracking down a dead pig.
Well, she would know it's not the kid. Would she?
By
Be
that
Well,
time, it'll be
I
gone.
feel like that's a risk either way, though.
I mean, yeah.
It'll be gone.
We have to go off the assumption that they don't have... That sounds like high-level necromancy if I had to point my finger on anything. And last time I checked, I don't know any powerful necromancy users on the... Are there any? Do you guys know any? Because I did a while ago, but he's dead.
That's the thing about necromancers and being dead.
This one...
It's their favorite thing to do.
Well, this one didn't get back up.
No.
So, you know.
Yet.
Regardless, I think Corbin, Corbin, see if you can track down something tastefully. Don't make it suffer. Just take its blood, get enough of it to where it looks like
I'm going to bring a full hog back so we have something to eat too. This can be something that we can easily, use more than just its blood.
Yeah.
I'll take Scylla with. Well, we can go. Scylla and I can go because I'm going to need help carrying it back.
All right. Shalla, you can turn into a snake, right?
I think so.
Okay, perfect. So when we get there, we're gonna need to take the kid's clothes, and you're gonna have to rip them up into a lot of pieces, so it looks like a snake just kind of ripped into this kid and just devoured them.
Any reason in particular why it's specifically a snake?
It's just the weird animal thing I chose. It looks like a snake.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's the only reason. It'll make it seem more believable.
But listen, there's something, guys, I want to bring up real quick. We met this guy once, and all of a sudden he's back and making all of our plans. Why are we putting all our faith in Jet right off the bat? No offense, bud, but I just met you, and I want to know why we're all of a sudden just going ham here.
I
Why
trust
do
you
we
with my
trust
life.
you?
Teela is staring directly at you, Corvin,
said.
and she's just like, you were literally just talking about finding a child to murder. That's why.
It was a test.
I kind of was Scylla the one who said that. Sorry, I'm trying to match.
Teela just said that. I'm sorry.
No, Scylla said, I trust
Yes,
Jet
yes,
with
Scylla
my
did
life.
say that, yes.
Corbin looks over at Scylla and he goes, you fought to save mine. If you trust yours with his, and I trusted mine with him as well. That's clear. All done. Just wanted a little justification.
Sure. Okay. Let me think.
Because ever since I've been around this guy, I've been talking about killing children and hanging out with prostitutes. Like something's gone wrong.
Population is not
Babe.
causation.
If you want to bang hookers and kill kids, that's on you, man. I got nothing to do with that.
Guys, I'll be back tomorrow. I'm going to go hunting. Yeah, that's it. Hunting.
Sure.
Oh, God.
Okay, Scylla.
Hello, Crime Stoppers? There's a guy
Okay.
living in my house that I'm scared of.
Crime
Scylla,
Stopper.
go with Corbin to make sure he, actually gets the blood that we need for this to work.
Yeah, it kills a four-legged
Some
animal and a
random
two-legged. Gotcha.
Yeah, it doesn't really matter what the animal is, just as long as it can produce enough blood to make it look like someone was murdered.
So we need a child-sized boar. Got it.
Or the
We're not
world's-
going to leave a body. We just need the blood.
Or the world's
Hey.
largest mosquito. 8-foot wingspan.
If you have one that you can throw in there, I will gladly fight it. That would be great to see Corvin throwing arrows and the mosquito trying to suck him dry.
That happened last night.
Oh, you know what might be helpful? Shalla,
Yes.
we have the location where the guards are posted outside. If we could get someone over there who can keep an eye on the guard rotations, see what's going on, that might actually be pretty helpful.
Are you talking about in town
Sure.
or up the beach?
Up the beach where
Okay,
the
gotcha. Just
where
Yeah,
the
she
Teela
can
was
shape
talking about.
into a fish or something that would be found on the beach, like a seagull or a crab.
Again, doesn't really matter as long as you can get an update on what's going on over there, making sure that they're try and get some personal info on the guards. So I might be able to fuck with their heads if I get clear.
All I can think of is just 3 guards sitting around smoking cigarettes and just looking out into the ocean and being like, is that a fucking dolphin just staring at us for the last hour and a half?
Someone looked at another one and goes, they are the smartest creature in the sea. And I was like, don't mind me. I'm sorry, I'm a little high. Don't mind me.
Nah, it's okay. But yeah, Shalla, if you want to do that for not like the whole day, but just to get a feel for what we might be dealing with.
A little recon.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can do some aerial recon.
All right. Awesome. All right. So Scylla and Corvin are off getting the boar. Shalla's gonna do reconnaissance. It just leaves you, Vargo. What do you want to do?
Boy, I guess I can reconnoiter as well. Probably what I'd be best suited to.
Yep. If we're going outside the city, it's probably good. Outside the town, it's probably good to have the buddy system.
Yeah, I can fly
Also
with Shalla. So
Oh, that'd be great. We can cover twice the ground.
yeah.
Guess that leaves you with me, Vargo.
Okay, yeah, I can just disguise myself.
Okay.
We're going into town, right?
Yeah, we're just going into town to run a few errands, deliver that necklace back, regroup with that kid's mom, make sure she knows what's going on.
Should I?
Can you turn into Bigger Jet again?
I could. That looked kind of weird walking with you. I kind of wanted to turn into Adelaide, but I don't know if anyone from Austria would recognize her.
Here's some good advice that a friend of mine knew that spell back in the day. Let me give you some practical advice. Just try and make an amalgamation of a person. Not quite one person, not quite another person. Just completely bland.
I can try to do that.
Suddenly
Comes out with 36 eyes.
Yeah.
Like comes out with 36 eyes and 1 nostril.
Like the more plain you look, the better the disguise.
Okay, yeah, I'll try to disguise. How is this going to be within an hour? Are we going to
Oh
be
my
there
god,
for a
all I'm
while?
picturing is Dave Chappelle when
realistically,
he dressed
Vargo-
up as a white guy.
Realistically, Vargo, we're going to be going into town just for a little bit, maybe more than an hour, at most probably 2 hours.
Okay, I can always duck in somewhere and change. Yeah, I'll
I can also
go
just
ahead.
turn you invisible.
Oh yeah, if we need. Yeah, I'll disguise myself and try to be like, yeah. I'll think of like an average Austrian, but then I'll try to make the skin color more Islander.
Okay.
Think of a Shutterstock image of an islander. That's what you should go for.
It says stock photo in front of you, Vargo. What's that?
he's got the white.
No, I got the watermark.
Yeah, he's got the white watermark.
Frozen. He's just frozen with like halfway through a high five with a giant smile on his face, and he's 2-dimensional.
He's not transparent, but he's got that gray checkerboard background.
So yeah, I kind of just like nod as he transforms. Yeah, that's a good looking disguise, Vargo.
And yeah, you feel confident about it. You're pretty confident in your.
Just
Watch just be him changing his skin tone from blue to like beige.
Do I have some?
It is only a 13 DC to see through my disguises if people really try them.
But yeah, they have to have a reason to.
Yeah. Would I have like a small thing of charcoal, DM?
Probably.
Just like, yeah. So I'll kind of just, hey, Vargo, just hold out your hand real quick.
Can put an X on the back of my hand?
I'm just gonna put a few, like, just a big dot, like on your palm. Okay. So, just because you don't look like you, just so if we get separated for whatever reason, and I find you and I don't recognize you, hold that up. That'll be good.
So Jed's just gonna be walking around pulling on people's shirt tails, being like, "Can I see your hand?" You're not.
Sounds like a good way to get.
You're not my mom.
Sounds like a good way to get. Sounds like a good way to get thrown in jail.
Probably.
Anyway, all right. We all have our stuff. We're good.
I think so. Yeah, Teela's gonna wild shape into something that flies. Probably an eagle. That's probably the easiest. Yeah, she'll pull a seagull out of her ass. Yeah.
Yeah. So will Shalla.
Cool. And you can use. Well, you don't. You're wild shaped, so your stats are yourself. So you're cool. So you don't even have to worry about stat blocks.
Sweet.
That's just the spellcaster stats, right? Is that correct?
Yep. You keep all the physical stats, but you also keep all your mental stats.
Gotcha. Cool.
Which I think makes it different from polymorph, because polymorph you kind of just
turn into a stupid animal. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh. Dang, that sucks.
That's why there's only certain dragons you want to polymorph into.
Oh yeah.
Got it.
You don't want to turn into the white dragon. That one has an intelligence of 8.
Exactly.
Oh yeah, I remember hearing about that about white dragons.
Yeah, they're.
I mean, like, all of them are malevolent towards humanoids, right?
Pretty
Yeah,
much.
white dragons are the most animalistic, so like they're the ones that are more likely to like stalk and hunt you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Versus a red dragon just scorching the earth.
Yeah. Metal ones are the ones that are friendly towards people.
Yeah, like Scylla's
Yes.
patron, yeah.
Yep. Scylla is a bronze dragonborn.
Interesting, because I am a black dragon, a black kobold, also known as a coal scale.
Heck yeah.
All right, let's do this, guys.
Sweet. So, well, we'll do this in no particular order. Shalla wasn't here last week, so we'll do Shalla.
Okay.
So, you guys fly out over town. Let me actually, one second, because I'm going to screw this up if I don't look at my compass. Yeah, you fly east, so that's across town. You guys fly out east across town, and it's a really chill day. There's some clouds building up that are starting to like sag a little bit with rain. That's not yet fallen, but looks like it might at some point. It's warm. There's not a whole lot of a breeze going on. The island is actually putting off decent heat, which gives you guys good thermals to lift on, and you can glide for a good ways. And as you guys round kind of a little natural point in the island, and so that this area is kind of set. It's not really a cove, but it's more of like a little, just a swooping in of the land, just ever so slightly to create a little bit of a bay of some type. Can you make me a perception check, Shalla?
Yep.
And it's wisdom based, so you can just use your own Shalla stats.
Yeah.
That'll be a 23.
Hell yeah, Will. Yeah, for sure. You come across a. Let me look at this right, so I don't tell you wrong. Perfect. Whoops, wrong map. Cool. You come across this section of beach that, and Teela kind of like flies a little bit lower and like kind of like guiding you along. She'd been there yesterday. This section of beach looks a little bit like Teela had said, it's not very well maintained because this is there's a really hot thermal hot spring a little ways inland that it's scalding to the point where it's unpleasant to be in. Sometimes it even boils, and it kind of just puts off a sulfury odor across the area to make it kind of unpleasant. But there's little bits of riffraff and like flotsam that are just kind of washed up on shore. There's what looks like an old dock or a pier. It's not big by any means compared to the harbor, in town. But this is, you fathom that a local fisherman probably at some point used it as a launching point for his canoe to go out to sea and gather fish, or maybe for trade. But it's fallen into disrepair. At the far end of that beach, though, there is an outcropping of rock that pokes through the sand into the water a ways, and there is indeed a cave mouth nestled into this rock face just a tiny little bit. And just as Teela had said, there are three people, they're men, you can see from your crazy eagle seagull brain. They're just kind of hanging out. They're clearly watching the entrance to this place. There's also tents set up nearby, one for each of them. And with a 23, you can also see a shit ton of footprints and drag marks. There's been a lot of loading and unloading going on here. Looks like they might have been using this kind of shitty, dilapidated dock for their own ends, kind of repurposed. But they're just kind of milling about. There's just three of them, and like I said, it's about 2.5 miles away from town, so it's a good little ways. So you're up in the air now, kind of making your first pass. Anything else you want to do while you're here, Shalla?
Really just trying to get everything I can from them.
Okay.
So that's what we're here for, right? Just to...
Yeah. So actually, saying that, Teela is going to go in and kind of just flutters down low and lands on a tree that sits above this rocky outcropping, and she's just sitting there kind of looking down, watching. It's not too far away from them, actually. It's just like 30 foot directly overhead type of thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, while that's all going on, we will cut over to Corvin and Scylla, who are presumably going into the forest here to try and locate a animal of some type.
That is correct, sir.
Oh,
Animal to kill.
So, it takes you guys a little bit of time, probably close to an hour, to get far enough away from town that you're not... because Takor Harbor is not an island to itself. There are farms and orchards and, I mean, I don't want to call them plantations, but it's basically coconut plantations that kind of like flank it on the left and right of town for quite a ways and go inland a little bit. So you guys have to kind of hoof it through some relatively well-maintained areas, but it's pretty chill. There's really not anybody out aside from the people that are tending to their farms, and they see you pass and they pay you no mind, as outsiders are quite common to these people at this point. But as you guys press onward, much like Shalla, you notice that the sun is obscured behind the clouds, and there's not a whole lot of breeze going on, and it's pretty warm, especially in armor such as you guys are wearing. But If you would like me to, words. If you'd like to, go ahead and make me a survival check, each of you guys.
Okay.
First survival check I need to make is finding my glasses. There we go.
Natural
Yeah, not good.
11.
A 1 and 2 ones. Hell yeah.
Oh, wait a minute. That's triples. Roll again.
No, we don't do no crazy dice rules.
Yahtzee.
Let's not forget, I always have Georgie Boy with me.
And the fiercest predator of them all. Although, there is that slight problem where his eyes are forward facing, and that does tell us something.
Tells us that he's awesome.
Tells us that he's hungry.
Yeah. That's the word I would use.
Oh, you're just jealous, Cat. You didn't get Georgie.
Anyway.
She could turn into Georgie.
Shalla moves around too much to be able to take care of a pet, unfortunately.
I mean, you can also turn into animals.
And you can actually make your own pet anytime you want to. You just cost a wild shape.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
It's the most underused druid feature in the entire game, I swear to God.
Yeah. What is that?
Unless you're moon druid.
Wild Companion is where you can take a use of your wild shape and cast Find Familiar.
That's so worthless.
It really is.
That's such a waste of a...
But yeah, with an 11 and a 7, it is definitely going to take you guys a while. But within, I'd say, 2 hours, so 3 hours total for your guys' journey, you do successfuli track down and ethically harvest a boar, like a feral pig of some type. So if you guys could make me a strength check each as you guys carry this back towards the beach.
Yeah. The poor pig.
Karma exists.
Hey!
All right, to tell you what, Scylla just trusses it up onto a stick, and then she just carries it herself, just kind of on her back, arms slung over the stick like a quarterstaff.
Kind of like a hobo's bundle.
And Corvin just holds on to the end of it and just starts to get carried back.
I mean,
Corvin helped.
Yeah. Corbin technically helped, yes.
I love it so much.
He found the pig.
27,
And
that
then
is a hell of a roll. I love it. All right.
Yeah. Why am I imagining Scylla just rushing it and then suplexing it and snapping its neck on the way down?
Because that's exactly what happened.
Just the second Corbin's like, oh, I think I see.
Yeah. We will move back over to town where Jet and not Vargo are making their way to the. Let's zoom.
I believe his name is Flargo, but I think that's okay.
I believe.
No, it's Ograv.
See, it's his choice. That's
Ograv.
just Jet's uncreative name.
But yeah, I believe we were headed to the general goods
General's.
shop, which would be right here, if you can see my ping.
I only have 3 stops I need to make.
Heck yeah. So with Fargo in disguise, you guys don't really need to worry about any type of disguise magic. But hey, as you guys are making your way into town, can you guys both give me perception checks?
Sure, no problem. Perception. I don't remember. I see nothing, Captain. That's a 5.
It's a 5. Fargo's got it though. Fargo, the atmosphere in town today is way different. There are a couple more guards around that are just kind of watching and keeping an eye out. They're keeping a much sharper eye out than before.
Not letting wanted people walk up and play dice with them.
Right. Kind of made them look bad, you feel?
Yeah.
So, let me see here. Yeah, as you guys make your way into town, probably like along this path that you guys did last night, in fact, there is a stir of activity surrounding this apartment building. Really hard to tell why.
I know, right?
There
Crazy.
there are people. There are 2 guards posted out front that have their swords in hand, not stowed. They're on high alert, and there's presumably people inside. We're not really sure. I'll say on a 21 of Vargo, as you guys are making your way past, you take a glimpse back, and there is in fact people inside the house rummaging around, doing stuff. It's hard to tell, and there's a lot less people just milling about like they're kind of were wont to do, where like you just looking down a road, you'd find people just hanging out, talking, smoking a pipe or something like that. But there's really everybody's staying indoors right now. But as you guys make your way towards the central concourse where the shops are kind of all located, the dreary atmosphere doesn't seem to be affecting the business in town. All of the shops have their doors open. People are out building, constructing their buildings and stuff, and working on their sign storefronts and whatnot. So at least in some ways, life goes on. Yeah, you guys
nice.
pull up in front of the old Bucky's General Store.
Is there how many people are inside at the moment? Out of curiosity.
There are, looks like one person that's just coming out of the store as you guys approach with his arms full of, looks like he's got a hammer and maybe a box of nails or something. It's hard to tell, but looks like it's pretty empty otherwise.
All right, I'll with my friend Vargo in tow, I will make my way over to the counter, and I'll say, I'll kind of just cough like, hello again.
Oh, hello. Yes, it's you, my little friend. Back so soon? What can I help you with?
Oh, looking for some various different. I'd like to make a sleight of hand check.
Go for it, man.
This is once again to hide material components.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, not somatic components.
Yeah, no, I got you.
Just to make it look like I'm casually just like pointing behind her, like at the products behind her.
She's like, looks over to Scylla or to Vargo, and she's like, is
Oh,
that kobold throwing gang signs?
That's a 12. I look like a weirdo.
West Side Kobold, what up?
The message that she hears in her head is, I have it.
She kind of gives you a side eye and looks around and notices that no one's really prying so quickly.
Can I say I'm good at what I do?
My word, yes.
I'll kind of just very since no one's really paying attention, I'll very softly using Mage Hand just give it to her.
Okay. So yeah, she takes she's, oh, my Clara will be so happy, so happy.
Well, that's the thing. If she's wearing that around town, the guards might get suspicious.
Oh, absolutely. I'm going to tell her to hide it, keep it safe, keep it secret.
I wouldn't even tell her that you have it back. Just you hold on to it, and once this whole business blows over, then hand it back to her and say, oh, it was given back by the guard or something like that.
Okay. Yeah, we can do that. We can do that.
Now, I know this is a big favor that I did for you, but there's only one thing that I really want in return.
Okay. What would that be?
How much oil do you have?
Well,
like flammable oil.
We. That's an interesting question. We have a barrel that we have been doling out, and we've got another full one in the back. So essentially a 55-gallon wine barrel, basically, of oil. One completely unopened and one that is opened and has been used.
Ah, fantastic. I'll take the full one. If I take both, it'll look too suspicious.
I understand.
Plus, you need some for your shop as well.
And I also, I mean, I cannot stress again how grateful I am that you've, with really no incentive other than to be a decent person, you guys have helped us. Anyone that needs anything, I know I don't offer much, but if anyone needs anything, I will give you all a significant discount on any goods purchased here.
Do you have any crossbow bolts? I'll pull one out and show her what I mean.
I do not, but my friend down in the Arms of the Empire has got quite a few. As the forge down on this the north end of town.
Think you could put in a good word for us?
Oh, I think I can do that, absolutely.
Okay. We can stop by there later if you want to. Just kind of turning towards. I'm not saying Vargo's name directly, just 'cause I don't want to blow his disguise.
Ograv.
Yeah, I could use a little bit of a refill.
All right. Thank you so much. I don't want to just what was your Vargo? What was your fake name again?
It's Vargo backwards, so that's Ograv.
Ograv, could you give me a hand with this barrel?
I can try. I'll remind you that I am constantly walking around like 3 pounds away from my carrying capacity.
Okay, the barrel is your size, my friend. Don't pick it up. You're going to blow out several bones in your back. I assume you have the same anatomy as us.
Can I actually come pick this up on the way back to my house?
You absolutely. And I can't stress enough. Roll it on the ground. Don't pick it up.
I have my ways. Just put it in the back. Do you have like a back room or somewhere you can just have it?
Yeah, it's in the back room right now. I mean, I'm not going to just carry it.
Okay.
Keep a whole,
I'll just on the way back. I'll come through. You won't even really see it leave the store. I got a solution for it, and he's gonna turn around to leave. Okay. Let's go.
Well, if I can,
all right.
Please let me know because I don't fancy being stolen from.
Oh no, you'll see me come in.
Okay, that works.
Also, if I wanted to steal from you, you probably know about it by now.
She kind of just eyes you as you start walking.
I don't even say anything back. I just keep going.
Fantastic.
All right. And next up, do you want to go shopping next, or do you want to? Because we have to stop by that woman's house to give her an update.
Yeah, we can do that for.
All right.
We don't have to make a big shopping thing out of it, too.
Yeah, no, that's
really cool. Old bundles.
Yeah, well, it's also just to make us look inconspicuous. Make us look like we're, doing some casual shopping.
Going to one place.
Talking to friends, all that stuff.
Yeah, no, I got you. So we could say if you guys wanted to dip down south there, I keep saying south. It is north. I cannot fix myself on that.
That's fine.
But anyways, Vargo, if you want to add any number of crossbow bolts to your inventory, you're more than welcome to. And because of her good word, you can just subtract half the value.
Okay. Yeah, I'll figure that out in a bit. I still have enough for today, so.
Okay, no worries. But yeah, you guys make your way around getting your things taken care of, and in Jet, you guys head off towards Leilani's house, off of the kind of the top street in town.
Yep. As we kind of get closer, I'm going to turn towards Vargo. If it's all the same to you, I think it might be a good idea to, hide the fact that we're even going into this person's house, just to, keep her as safe as possible. We don't want her. If shit does come back to us, we don't want her associated with us. If you catch my meaning.
Probably not the worst idea in the world.
Yeah, I'd like to duck into an alleyway and make a stealth check.
Okay, go for it.
Sure, I'll do that. guidance myself.
Hey, there you go. And Vargo is one with the shadows. And Jet is one with the shadows as well.
Huh. Kind of just as we're walking. You're pretty good at this. You guild?
Nah, special forces.
Ah. Interesting.
Hell yeah.
I never met one of those before.
Honestly, I don't know if anyone but Onstria does it.
I mean, I've had to take out my fair share of soldiers, but never anybody named Special Forces.
Name the special forces? I don't think that's
Oh, yeah, I mean, they're kind of all the same when they're dead.
We were. What's my note? It's the Onstrian Expeditionary. What was that? What was the name of that actual group? Or no, it's the one that we got the sword from.
Oh, the Cadenzi, yeah. They
Yeah, the
are.
Cadenzi.
Oh, yeah. You don't want to meet one of them.
Interesting.
Heck yeah.
You're a pretty sharp guy, Vargo. I appreciate that in the guy.
I try to represent Onstria well in our group.
I mean,
Someone has
just that maneuver back last night when you transformed into the guy when he screamed, struck with brilliance. You really saved
Like,
their ass.
good idea. Yeah, there were a couple people walking by right after that. I don't know if I mentioned that.
The point is you took care of it, and it seems like it worked. Regardless, let's focus on the task at hand.
So yeah, you guys step out from the alleyway and kind of much like the rest of town, her front is, which has been kind of like when you've been here previously, was kind of open to the elements to let the breeze in. It looks like it's completely closed and shuttered with the door latched right now. But there doesn't appear to be anybody around outside.
I'll kind of I guess jostle the door with my mage hand. Is anybody home?
You see the door kind of just creak open, just a hair and an
That's ominous.
eyeball poke out.
It's me.
Yes, she's like frantically looking around. Now she opens the door and she's like, okay, quickly inside.
I'll make my way inside.
Yep.
All right. Has anyone stopped by here since we came?
No, but the town has been quite a buzz this morning.
What do you say?
I didn't think it would happen so quick. And as you look, you can kind of tell that her eyes are red. She's probably had a rough morning.
Did you hear what happened?
I did, and I quickly put two and two together. I don't think very many other people have.
It was my fault.
Again, I gathered. Like I said, I don't want to know anything about that if that can be helped.
Oh. We tried.
We've got a lead, though.
Yeah. We have an idea of where your kid might be.
And she lights up with that. You know, there's light at the end of the tunnel. Okay. So there is some good that came of it. I feel like we have to, like, I feel like there are going to be consequences quickly coming.
For you? I hope not.
It's hard to say. Hang on just 1 second. Shalla, you're kind of going crazy there.
What?
I
Is
don't
it
know.
raining where you're at?
Oh, I'm in the bedroom and the AC is going.
Oh, okay. Oh, your AC
That's
got
what it
fixed.
is.
Heck yeah.
No.
Oh.
It's the
Wall
window.
unit?
It's the window unit, and so this is the only
replacement.
room in the house that's cool.
I gotcha.
So I'm just kind of hanging out here
I
because
gotcha.
I've been in the kitchen and now I want to be cool.
I feel you. Totally understand. It seems like it's calmed down. It was just for a second. Cool.
Oh, okay. It could be the TV too then, because David is watching something.
Yeah, I think it was just a little interference. It was probably just weirdly twisted in just the right direction. Because, like, I've got a fan 3 inches from my microphone and nobody ever hears it. But,
It happens.
yeah, it's weird stuff like that. It's all good.
But,
yeah, I'm terrified for myself, but I'm beyond terrified for my daughter.
Well, there's another reason why I stopped by here. Do you have a spare set of clothes of hers?
Yeah, I have many. Take what you need. She kind of like gestures you to the back of the residence where there's a smaller bedroom onto the side. This was her room. Anything that can help.
Are there any that are similar to what she was wearing last time you saw her?
Yeah. She starts to rummage through a chest and pulls out a sundress that she seems kind of pleased with. Like, I think this is close enough. It's as close as they come, I think. I mean, we make all of our own clothing, so we kind of use the same fabric for a lot of things.
I'll nod towards Vargo. Grab a few more because she's gonna be. We can't exactly take her back here once we're done.
Visibly sag under the weight of picking up a few sundresses.
I'll suck it up, Vargo. Fine. If you want to split the load, I will carry some of the sundresses. Anyway.
Make
I
strength,
should really give Zilla this battering ram.
strength checks for me.
Oh my god.
This isn't going to affect anything, but I think it's funny.
Okay, sure, fuck it. I'll do it. I have a strength of 7. Okay, hold on.
Cast guidance at a D4.
No. 9. No, it's a 7.
Hey, together you guys can get 3 sundresses. I think that's
Yeah. We did it. What's your kid's favorite meal?
Oh, she likes roast fish.
That's good. I don't mean to. Could you make like a to-go box? It's probably gonna be hungry down there.
Yeah, I suppose so.
Some home cooking from you would probably make her feel a lot better because it's gonna be a. I don't exactly know the layout of the mines down there, so it might be a bit touch and go.
Okay. I've got. I'll have to cook something. I don't have anything prepared right now, but
We'll swing back on the way,
okay.
and he's gonna look her in the eye and say, "You'll see her soon. Might take a while, but just bear with us."
I'm hanging in there.
Good. I'll turn around and start making my way out. Unless you want to do anything else, Vargo.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. So anything
Say-
else you guys want to do in town while you're here?
Say, Vargo.
Yeah.
That woman who came to my house. Did she say where to go to discuss the deal?
She said she was gonna come back today after negotiating with her superiors or checking with them.
Okay, good. I'll deal with that when the time comes.
Yeah, I don't know where you're gonna have to like dig a hole to bury your gold in or something.
He kind of holds up his knife. There's a whole like 20-foot room in this hilt.
I guess that's enough. Is there a weight limit?
Nope.
that's convenient.
Oh, nice.
It's actually disgusting how convenient it is.
Mm-hmm. Say, Vargo. How good are you at starting fires?
I'm pretty good at survival type stuff.
Okay, good. We may need to relocate after our little mission tonight. So I plan on selling the place.
No. Are we gonna burn down your hut?
Insurance
Well, yeah,
scam.
after we extort them for the money, yeah.
I don't think they're in it for the hut.
Definitely not.
I don't. Yeah, like I kind of just been hanging out there. It's not really doesn't really have any sentimental value to me. Plus, it'll work. It'll work to make me look like a victim of this weird creature that's kind of doing all this shit. Just covering my tracks. You would not believe the amount of times I've had to burn down a building for this exact reason. Well, not this exact reason, but I mean, you know.
Hey, a kobold's got to have hobbies, right?
Well, it's not really a hobby. It's as needs must. If someone finds out where you live, you kind of got to change addresses, and you can't just, leave. You have to. You can't if you can't gather.
How do you ever vote?
Vote.
Voting isn't really a thing in D&D? I don't know, maybe there are some democracies.
If it was just another thing.
Austria's got a fair amount of parliamentary procedures go on there.
Voting is for squares. You heard it here, folks.
I mean, it only causes problems, I'll tell you that much.
Yeah. Sometimes you should just take things by fire. Anyway, I guess let's go back. I guess we can wait till she makes the food, then go pick up the barrel of oil, and then just go back to the hut and wait for the others.
So, yeah.
Wait, is the barrel of oil to set your place on fire?
Oh no, I'm only. Should probably take
maybe.
Never know when you need a barrel of oil.
You know what? She did.
Now that you mention it, maybe it is.
You did fit it in your knife, right?
Yeah. I'll need to just take a nap for a few hours before I can, do it again. But yeah, I can just do that.
Absolutely.
You know what? I will take the second one just because I need one for the house and one for the other thing I'm gonna do.
So are you gonna roll them back, or are you gonna actually put them inside the dagger?
I'm just gonna walk back into the general store and just say, "I'm taking your oil barrels," and then just go back, then emerge with just like nothing else on me.
Okay.
Just like, okay, bye.
Perfect. So heck yeah. We'll say you guys get that taken care of, and you and then Shalla and Teala, before your wild shape expires, you guys both make your way back as well. And everybody sort of begins to congregate at the shack, and Vargo and Jet, on your way there, you can you guys make me a perception checks?
I'll say for the sake of on the way back, just so I don't, just so I can take one of the barrels out when I get home. I'll be in the knife.
Okay.
I will still make a perception check. Perception.
Natural 20 from Mr. Vargo. That's awesome.
I will still try, even though it is not needed.
What in the hell are the chances of that?
Oh, that's incredible.
That is truly incredible.
And so not needed, but whatever.
You guys make your way.
2 nat 20s?
2 in a row, yeah, from different people, which is
Nice.
crazy. But
Could have used that on a crit.
yeah, right.
It's fine.
Yeah, you guys start making your way towards the wall, and Vargo, you quickly clock a blonde-haired elf walking towards the shack ahead of you guys, maybe 50 feet or so.
I'm gonna knock on the side of the knife and just kind of like motion, like go around.
I try to sneak around behind it. Sure, I'll try to stay out of sight.
Okay.
That's what I'm interpreting that as.
Yeah, I can't really. I can hear, but I can't talk. That's what I did my research.
I gotcha. So yeah, make me a stealth check, Vargo.
Yeah.
This is it's gonna be a tricky one.
My one bad stealth roll.
Oof.
Oh, has it been an hour? Should I drop another spell slot?
If you want to just drop the spell slot, and we'll say that happened before you guys headed back, that's totally cool.
Yeah, let's say we were in a bunch of buildings.
Yeah.
Oh wait. Damn! I should have done this before I got in the knife. I could cast invisibility on him.
Well, I want to check on something real quick too, Jet.
Okay.
You put the barrel in the knife.
Yeah.
So did you stay in the knife, or?
I stayed in the knife, so when I get back, I can emerge with the barrel.
I gotcha. That makes sense.
Just to make use of my resources, like, to the best of my ability.
I gotcha. We'll say for over here towards the shack, Vargo, you spot her kind of in this area here, and she's kind of beelining straight towards it. So just kind of let me know what you're trying to do path-wise there, sir.
I mean, there's not much. I guess I'll just try to stay. Well, you said she's like closer to it than we are.
Yeah, she's about 50 feet in front of you guys, walking towards it.
Yeah, I'll just try to stay in her blind spot, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm making like circular motions, like go around the back.
Yeah, I'll try to wait till she's in front of the door and then dash around the side of it, hopefully.
Okay. You feel like you're relatively well concealed. She doesn't have any reason to be suspicious of you, even if she does catch eye of you. And there are people walking around, and it's not uncommon for people to take a relaxing walk along the beach. So she doesn't really pay you any mind. And as she does kind of make her way around towards like the front of the residence, will you make me one more stealth check as you attempt to try and dash into the backside of the place?
Vargo.
You got this, buddy. You can do it, Homer. You can do it, Homer.
14. She's gonna roll just to see if we. Lucked out, buddy. You feel like you've made it into towards the back of the house, pretty undetected. There's not a back door situation, but there are windows that are not glass paned.
Yeah, is she just knocking on the door?
She's making her way up to the porch right now. Yep.
Yeah, I'll probably try to dive in through a back window, or not dive. I'll climb in.
I gotcha.
Try to be quiet.
Just imagine you Scott Pilgriming all the way in there, just.
Just like head first, like. He just left.
Absolutely. But and as you make your way in there, everybody's kind of like looking around, and when I say everybody, I mean like Shalla, Teala, Scylla, Corvin, that are all in the cottage at this exact moment when the door gets knocked on.
Hearing that, I'll kind of just start like. The knife on your side, Vargo, is gonna get like a lot heavier as the mouth of a barrel is like peeking out. I'm like, fuck! Somebody help me pull this out!
Probably drop it.
Fuck! Okay.
Hello, everything okay in there?
Just a minute. You know, I gotta put on pants. Shit, I don't wear pants. Hold on.
I'm just taking a dump.
Fine. Fuck it. I'm gonna. Do I have a sheet that I can just throw over the barrel?
I'm sure you do. Yeah.
Okay, I'll just hawk it over and just straighten myself out and walk up, open the door with Mage Hand. Just look up. Can I help you?
Hello, it is me again. How are you doing?
It's kind of holding up a bottle. Well, had about 4 of these, so halfway to okay. What? You're here about the deal for my house?
Yes, we have an offer to purchase your property.
What was that number again? Just to run it by me.
Well, The Commission headquarters back in Austria have agreed to pay you a sum of 150,000 gold pieces. It'll be in several shipments. Unfortunately, we cannot move that amount of coin quickly.
Do you have the coin? Because I have an artifact that I can keep it in.
No, it's not a question of it's a significant amount that has to be transferred from one location to another. So it'll take some time, but we can definitely get it here for you. You would also ask, and I have a promissory note stating that it has been signed by my higher ups and stamped with seals. It is very much official. However, I do have to inform you that you had requested mineral rights for your property going forward. This is unfortunately something that the Commission is not able to negotiate on. However, in exchange, they are prepared to offer you the deed to an estate in the rolling hills of the Roinen Mountains of Austria.
Sure. Anything else?
Do Corvin and I know that area? Have we heard of?
I'd say Corvin definitely knows it, and Vargo, you definitely know it as well, as Risen Heights and the Infinium are in the foothills of those mountains.
Be considered like a Hampton-style area, or is this like a...
Yeah, so the Infinium is basically Austrian Hogwarts, and the Roinen Mountains are some of the more well-renowned areas of Austria for the cultivation of grapes for winemaking. They're kind of renowned for it. The climate there is super ideal for growing grapes. So it's kind of a bougie high. It's like Napa Valley.
I have something. I look over at Jet and I go, Father does have a couple of wineries in that area. It's a beautiful area. Makes the most delicious.
Okay, I actually have a really important question for you guys all right now. Super important.
Yep.
Yeah.
Are the rest of you guys hiding or just out in the open?
Oh, that's a good
Is
question.
there anywhere to hide in here?
There's a couple
It's like
rooms
a
to
little
this.
shack,
It's a dwelling that's got a couple bedrooms in it. So there's definitely places to hide.
I'd probably still be out in the open in my disguise.
Gotcha.
I'd just be Corvin, chilling out.
Okay.
Sal is probably just sitting somewhere.
Yeah. I'll only be like keeping the door cracked open a little bit. I won't open it all the way.
I gotcha.
So I kind of give like the approving thumbs up, a-okay, good
I guess.
place, you know.
Sure. Yeah, I'll take whatever. Yeah, sure. So, do I have to move out like now, or do I have like a few days to gather up all my shit?
If you could be out by, I have no reason to believe we can't offer you a couple days to vacate the premises. We are not in any position to begin construction out here yet.
Corvin pipes up here. We're not going anywhere. You said you've got the shipment, you've got the money. We're not going anywhere until we have the money. As soon as we have the money, then you can have the land. We're holding on to it for insurance.
Sure. Look, just send the gold to the general store. I have an arrangement with the owner down there. Should be fine.
Okay, that can be arranged. And she'll hand you a couple of pieces of paper that are indeed a promissory note for the sale of your home and a deed to an estate.
Fantastic. Yeah.
Okay.
So, just out of curiosity, what's all the hullabaloo going on in town? Kind of just been. It's been I've been drinking myself into oblivion. What's been happening?
There was a suspicious death last night, shall we say, that has gotten everyone in town sufficiently concerned.
Oh, I see. How's Maya taking it?
As well as she
She's all
could.
about- well, she has my thoughts and prayers. Is that all?
Yeah.
I believe so. I believe where everything is in order.
Fantastic. Well, since I only get to say this a handful of times before I have to go, please get off my private property.
Very well.
Come back, don't worry.
And she, in fact, does skedaddle immediately and makes her way back towards town. She makes her way back towards town, and Shalla and Vargo, you guys have the passive perceptions to inform you of this. She makes her way back to town quickly.
Okay.
No,
What do you mean by that?
bring up Maya.
Like,
All right.
I don't know how to explain it. Quicker than she came out here.
Okay. Would Shalla know that? Because
I would say,
really paying attention to her coming out.
well, that's what passive perceptions are for.
I mean, you can see her leaving out the window.
Yeah, these are island
Got
shacks
it.
on the beach.
Okay.
They're pretty open. But anywho,
I mean, they're not really buying my house. They're just buying the land, right?
I mean, they're buying both, but yes.
Well, yeah.
And
Well,
The land includes your house.
my favorite part of it all is that, like, it's really weird, isn't it? Like, like you found this place and now they're giving you all the money in the world for it.
all the days' work.
And you have nothing to do with
Don't
the
look a
island
good horse
itself.
in the mouth.
No,
It's like, do you think
not at all.
do you think they're paying this rate to the islanders? I don't.
No. Some random dumbass living in a shack. Okay. Think of how this will work. Okay, so they said it would take a couple days for the money to go to the general store. I'll pick it up down there. Let them know what's going on. Yeah. So hopefully they'll. Yeah, that was a good call, Corvin. Hopefully they'll give me the funds, and then then we can leave, and then I'll blow this place sky high.
There
And
you go, buddy.
There'll be nothing they can really do about it.
I can't lie to you guys. As the DM, I wanted nothing more than you to be rolling a barrel of oil towards the house you're about to sell.
Hey, how's it going? What are you doing with that? Oh, barbecue.
Stuff.
What are you cooking? Oh, I don't know.
Some cedar,
Yeah, wood
Yeah.
planks.
planks, salmon.
I hear palm leaf palm fronds burn really well. Isn't that what the roof's made of? You are very perceptive. Anywho,
Nothing gets
Shalla.
past this one.
Shalla, Teala, you guys find anything interesting?
Nothing's
Shalla
changed
will-
much, but yeah.
Okay. All right.
Caught a nice big boar, and I caught a ride back.
Ah, fantastic. You got the blood?
Well, I mean, it's inside the boar still.
Of course it is. Hold on. Hold on. Scylla, can you hold this thing still? I gotta get at one of its veins so I can get it into, hold on. Do I need to make a check to harvest the blood from this? Doesn't need to be precise.
Yeah, make me a survival
you-
check. With advantage with Scylla's assistance.
Okay.
Oh
all
God!
right.
If you roll a natural 20, you somehow found a way to do like a blood drive on this thing.
You get a
I
cookie.
found the legend.
You give it a cookie. You give it a cookie and a cup of orange juice after.
Oh,
That's
that's
a limit.
a sweet deal. Yeah, I would say it is a messy ordeal because it's still pressurized a little bit. So it makes a mess, but it's nothing prestidigitation won't clean up, and you harvest what you believe to be a sufficient amount of blood for your ruse.
Yep, and enough so I can write another message on the wall.
Oh yeah, easily.
Okay, fantastic.
I don't know if you guys realize how little blood you need to do that.
All right. So
how do you know how much you need for that?
Because I've cut my arm and accidentally brushed up against a wall and saw the market left. You know how it goes.
Jesus. Okay.
Yeah.
So we got all the things we need for tonight. So, game plan for how we're gonna get inside. We're gonna do the classic damsel in distress.
I'm sorry?
Oh, so I'm gonna use I turn towards Scylla and Vargo. Remember how I conjured those illusions last night? We're gonna do the exact same thing again.
You're gonna stick a giant snake on him?
Not necessarily. I'm going to use this spell. I kind of hold up. I don't cast the minor illusion spell, but I kind of just like begin the material components for it. So I'm gonna make the sound of someone screaming out for help. Conjure the image of a wounded woman with a snake bite down the beach. Hopefully, it'll get their attention long enough for us to sneak inside. Failing that, we're gonna have to find a way to incapacitate these guys without them seeing us. Does anybody here know how to create a cloud of some sort? Anything that we can use to obscure their field of view?
I think I've got an ever smoking
gonna kind of
bottle.
look at you.
Oh.
Well, let me check my character sheet. I think I have something for this.
Shalla, what'd you say?
I'll just kind of look at you like I literally do storm magic.
Okay, can you make a fog cloud around them if we need to?
I'm sure there's some way she could.
Yeah, I've got an ever smoking bottle, so we can do that.
That's right, I did give you that.
Perfect.
Yeah, but I've been waiting to use it.
That's exactly what we need. Fantastic. Okay. If you get the smoke out, Shalla, do you think you could reliably manipulate it with, like, druidic magic?
Sorry, I'm going back to my computer so I can check if I can do that.
Hey,
And
Scylla, can I give you some stuff?
What's up?
Can I give you my portable ramp?
Sure. I'll take that.
Alright. I'll give you that and my block and tackle and free up 40 pounds of weight.
Yeah.
God, I was just in a game the other day where I was so mad at myself for not having a block and tackle, though. Useful.
Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna conjure the image of the... Would Druidcraft be able to, like, not like move the smoke like gust of wind, but, like...
Puff of wind. I can make a
you...
puff of wind.
Oh, that's
It
perfect.
must fit in a 5-foot cube, though.
I mean, the plan could be is that we use the ever-smoking bottle, then Shalla makes us a path through the smoke that they don't have access to. It's a good contingency in case this doesn't work. And if it does come down to, engaging these guys, I hate to say it, but the snake might need to have more victims. I don't want it to come to that, but if it does, we can't let them see us.
Yeah.
So, purely to maintain the illusion so Maya doesn't link any of this back to us. Alright. And then once we get inside, we need to make a beeline to find the kid. And then, I kind of point to the barrel in the back. I have a second one stored inside this dagger. Give me a few hours of rest, I'll be able to pull it out again. We're gonna set their shipments on fire.
Oh. Okay. It's valuable, though.
Valuable to them, not to us. This isn't about... We're not in this to get any money. This is about sending a message to Maya. If any of it is unaccountable...
Why not just hit the ship?
No. It's gotta be all of it, Vargo. But that can be our next move after.
Well, I mean, I assume they don't have ships coming. Did we get any indication of... They haven't shipped any of it out yet, right? I don't know if we heard that or not.
But you see my point, Vargo. If any of it is unaccounted for, she'll think that someone might be. It might not be able to be linked to some supernatural entity. It all needs to go. All of it.
Yeah, I just think lighting it on fire is a little more suspicious than like somebody stealing it or something.
Well, let me ask you this, Vargo. You are a spirit of vengeance, and you saw a bunch of useless crap that the humans found to be appealing. Would you take it or would you burn it? What would you do?
Oh, I guess if you're trying to make it look like the snake did it.
Like, we're trying to instill as much fear and paranoia in Maya as possible.
Okay. I still think lighting the boat on fire would be a good idea.
I think I kind of just snap my finger and point to him. That's next.
You know,
Look at
I could, if you can cast, Shalla, if you can cast clouds, if you can overcast us, I can sprout my wings and fly through that as he's using a booming voice to kind of really kind of throw it off, give it a visual aspect too. Kind of look like a demon flying down.
Is it a demon or is it a snake?
It's a snake demon.
Ah, okay.
Yes.
Yeah. Again, the point is to throw Maya off her game.
Yeah.
And possibly even turn the town against her. If enough people, if we can get enough people to realize that to actually want to fight, because like an actual like demon from the sea is pissed at her, that might be just what we need. She can't take us all.
I hope you're right.
Yeah, me too. A lot of this is hunches, but I mean, it's worked before. One of the guys I did it to is still alive today.
Oh.
That dude can't string together a single sentence.
I have no idea how long I was muted, but I was muted and I didn't mute myself. That is wild.
Oops.
This is the weirdest thing I've ever experienced. I will say, Shalla, that
You're sounding really loud right now, bud. You're coming through really loud, by the way.
Am I allowed to everybody else?
Sounds fine to me.
Fine me.
Rich, you got to adjust my volume on your end, man.
All right, you're good.
But Shalla, you'll definitely know that Demons from the Sea isn't a bad sell. Leilani Rowe is famous or infamous for defeating a bunch of invaders that came from the ocean, and that was just an island away. It's not the worst idea in the world.
Yeah. And you know what?
Oh, I'm not against it.
Yeah. And once Maya is, like out of the picture and taken care of, they're gonna need new leadership. And that's, he points towards Shalla, where and then to Teela, where either of you two can come in.
I personally don't know that change in leadership will fix anything. This is a systemic problem that needs to be taken care of. I mean, I'm sorry, there's no other way to say this. These outsiders, I'm sorry, you guys are outsiders.
By definition, yes.
You're just coming in and taking what's ours and just pretending like it's yours, and I
Really makes you sick, doesn't it?
kind of.
I never said they were gonna be left alone. They're a part of this as well. Once we drive, I'm speaking more once we drive the problems out. Maya, the outsiders that aren't us. They're gonna need somebody.
Well, I think that's a topic for another day.
I'm just saying, just floating it. it's gonna be a problem that's gonna happen once my there's gonna be a power vacuum that needs to be filled.
You're probably not wrong.
Yeah, well, something tells me we can cross that bridge when we get to it. For now, let's focus on extracting the kid and burning the shit out of their precious little shipments.
Perfect.
All right, now if you all excuse me, I need to go. I need to go take a nap so that I can, jump in. It takes a lot out of me to squish inside this little hilt right here. And if possible, DM, I would like to take a long rest before we begin.
Okay. Does anybody else have anything they want to take care of this afternoon? We'll say it's probably close to around midday right now. Does anybody?
I just wanted to let you know that was the end of my stuff.
I got you, man.
I don't know. Yeah.
But if anybody else doesn't have anything they want to take care of today, we can probably just fast forward through this. And anybody that wants to is cool to take another long rest if you need to. But
Cool.
Yeah, give me those spell slots.
All right.
Heck yeah, and I'll say we will. You guys will, kind of wake up around sundown, a little after, where it's just starting to go from that like kind of twilighty blue outside to a proper dark. So let me ask you guys: Are you guys heading inland towards the entrance that was told to you guys from the guard that you interrogated, or are you guys going to head up the beach towards the entrance that Shalla and Teala scouted?
Let's head up the beach.
Agreed.
Perfect.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So this will take a little bit of time to kind of properly skirt the town, but you guys, with very little difficulty, because it's dark and everybody's kind of turning in for the night, except for south of town. Good Lord, one of these days I'll get it figured out. They're kind of cutting trees down into the night a little bit, but you guys make your way along very undisturbed, and along the beach it is quiet. And actually, let me look at something real quick. A light rain starts to fall as you guys make your way out that way, from some of the cloud cover that was forming over. Actually might have started before you guys woke up, but it's nothing torrential at all. It's just a nice light pitter patter, barely enough to even actually like fully wet you. As you guys make your way down the beach, I will say, can you guys give me a group stealth check? I gotta roll one as well.
Natural 20.
Holy cow, Jack.
I believe that counts. I believe that counts as 2 successes.
That
Just
sure
guidance
is.
or
Corbin got a 9.
I would say at this point it is guidanceable, Vargo. Perfect. Okay.
Anyone got any extra that guidance?
So we got.
Yeah, I mean, I have the cantrip.
I have 9. If you can help me, I would love a little of that. I just got a 9.
Well, the roll's already been made, Corvin, so we can't guidance it after the roll.
Gotcha.
But
never used it before.
I don't know, you're good, man. I mean, the proper way to use guidance is to ask every single possible circumstance that could ever potentially be used for it and just get told no. I mean, that's the proper way to use it.
Okay.
Oh, it's a cantrip. Why would you be told no?
Well, because there are certain.
I usually
you
just
don't
assume.
have time to take a second to guidance yourself.
Or if you're in a situation where there are people all around you paying attention-ish to you, it might look weird for you to do. It's got verbal somatic components, so it's So yeah, there's very few situations where you can't use guidance, but sometimes you can't use guidance, like in a reactionary things. Generally, is the
That's
big.
Yeah.
I think the one for saving throws is resistance.
I believe so.
Yes.
But not necessarily for saving throws, more as like just quick things that require a check, but you don't really have time to like prep for, kind of.
Yeah. All right. I'll turn towards Scylla and Shalla. Are you guys ready with the smoke in case we need it?
Yep. I got the bottle in my hand.
All right.
Heck yeah. So you guys, okay, I'm gonna bring you guys over to this map here.
Awesome.
As you guys are walking down the beach, you feel like you're doing a very, very good job of being stealthy. You're being quiet. Scylla's not clunking along. But when you get to about the dock, the ruined dock on the beach, you hear a male voice say, Is that them? And another one
Corvin
says,
goes, no, it's not. We're not them.
Just a bird.
Another one
Whoever
says,
them is, we're definitely not them.
another
Quack.
one says, shit. And then, so real quick, because
Oh, my axe is all.
yeah, real quick before, because I kind of playing with this new style of starting combat encounters. So what I'll say to you guys is don't go past this bucket and shovel situation here, but you guys can place yourself on the right side of those marks anywhere you guys would have been appropriately. You guys are walking along and you hear all that commotion from up ahead. We are going to, one moment here, I gotta grab everybody. Make sure the camera looks good on this. It doesn't. That's about not bad. Perfect. So,
If you guys are ever wondering why I get so urgent about letting her out, this is the face that she gives me whenever I make her wait. She just sits there and stares at me.
so real quick too, this is something else that I've been wanting to try. So we're going to just do the normal initiative rolls like we normally do in Foundry, but then I'm going to kind of go through a little kind of D&D actual play-esque and just ask you guys to call out your initiatives.
Sure.
Just so that people at home can track things a little easier. So we will, go ahead and roll initiative, guys. I've got a few to roll myself.
All right, guys, I'm hoping for a 5. What are you guys hoping for?
Classic 22 top initiative.
Hey! Hey!
Woo! Cleric goes first.
Hey! Yo!
I'm
Hey,
still trying to
yo!
find initiative.
Oh my god!
There it
Those
is.
are amazing. Hold on. I'm gonna... Watch this, guys. I'm gonna roll 6.
It
Natural
is
1.
not a-
Natural 1, baby!
Oh, dang.
Do it. Do it.
Do it.
Did I actually roll? Is it not letting me? Why is it not letting me? Why are you doing this to me?
I'm a
Not for all my...
Yes, Corvin's rolling like Corvin.
So Jet, you want to go to that cross swords on the...
no. I
That's
got it.
what
I
I
got
forgot
it.
about. I was
Oh,
trying
no,
to
no,
put
no,
it on
no,
the
no,
sheet
yeah.
too.
Okay. Now do I hit the initiative?
Yeah, just hit the dice button next to your name on that list on that cross swords tab.
Okay. Come on.
It's been a moment.
Oh wait, hold on.
Big money, no whammies.
Right.
I'm fucking stupid. I didn't. I was like, why isn't it showing up for me? And then I realized I needed to move my screen slightly to the left.
Dude, it'd be that way, man.
God damn! Wow. I might need to see a doctor about that. Hey!
Perfect.
9.
All right,
You
let's...
still beat me.
Do I still keep my stealth because I rolled a crit?
Oh, you know what? We can talk about that. Real quick,
Okay.
just to go through everything. Anybody have 25 and up?
20.
Okay, 20 to 25. Scylla, you said you had a
About 21, so.
21.
I got a 22.
1.
22 for Vargo. And anybody else 20 to 25?
I I
20.
wish.
20 for Shalla. Heck yeah. Got a couple other things. Teela came in at a 19 right behind you, Shalla. Anybody else in the 15 to 20 range? Sketchy. Jet, what do you got?
I got a 9, ladies and gentlemen. 9.
And Mr. Corvin?
Much to everyone's surprise, Corvin rolled a 6.
Absolutely. Alrighty, so initiative is set. We are going to start combat first thing next week. You guys have a great great night, and thanks for sticking on with us.
Yay.
Cool.
We'll talk to y'all soon.